This is our local fish store owner. Hi, how may I help you? Store's reopened today. Lots of fresh fish here. Why don't you buy some? Oh, that's right. My first customer. I'll give you a special discount price. Here. Flapping fish. Make sure to keep it cold or it'll get rotten. Just place it next to an ice if you keep it in a bag. I'll give you some free ice today. Ice block acquired. Make sure to buy from me from now on. I'll give you the best price. I have no clue. What the hell? Purpose the fish even sell? Even have? Oh, it's one of those things. Alright. Literally not worth it. Back to the shipwreck. I'm hoping to complete the shipwreck tonight. Layer 9, this looks to be a set character layer. Who are we stuck with? Oh, it's one of these. Captain, somebody's here. Any landlubber that trifles with my ship won't leave alive. Hey, all you hearties. Feed him to the sharks. Cap, he's over there. I knew that, you fool. That way. Feed him to the sharks. Now we want to proceed to the next floors. My aim is off. Okay. Yeah, this is actually the worst. But yeah, that's the type of door that she opens. They're marked with crystals, and you have to hit the door, or hit the crystal with the corresponding element. And the reason we're controlling her is because technically the character you enter a dungeon floor on, if there's a big chest, they are slightly more likely to get a weapon from it. Alright. We got the floor key, now we just need to get all of the Atla. Alright, the fortune teller. That's a thing I'd forgotten about. That's a pirate chariot, is what that wheel noise is. I think they're actually the first enemy that routinely drops anti-metal for your weapons. Which means if you're not using fishing to get gemstones to upgrade your weapons, it's basically your first chance to upgrade a fair number of the game's weapons. Outside of sheer dumb luck. Alright, now I wanna... Wait, did I check that treasure chest, or did I just... Oh, that is a large chest. Gimme, gimme, gimme. It's Why couldn't we get hammers for him back when we were in the forest? And I really, really wanted one. Oh boy, am I glad it didn't pick to have a yellow beam. So I'd have to swap her to have the thunder attached to the weapon so that I could open up the next... so I could open that gate to gain access to this area. Alright, I forgot this sword. I currently have a synth sphere on it that gives it the thirst ability, so on floors where I don't want to kill enemies, I shouldn't be using it. It means my water meter's gonna drain a lot faster. but killing any enemy makes me regain a full bead of water. To the next dungeon floor. Crystal with a pink beam. Yeah. Yeah, sad thing is, I was about to say, floor 11's usually the first floor you can meet a Mimic King on in most dungeons. Oh, a treasure key. That'll be useful until I get the fishing spot in the next town, I guess. But once I get the fishing spot in the next town, it ceases being useful because the next town is the better of the two areas you can catch one of this game's superfish. And the particular one I'm talking about, once you catch it, for the rest of the game, it will tell you which option to pick when you're trying to force a treasure chest open. Which renders treasure chest keys pointless because, well, you'll always know which option to pick. Now we want to build up into okay, not this one. We want to build up into one that doesn't require fire. We need 26 thunder and 55 holy, along with 30 undead and 30 mage. That won't really be an issue. Well, again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but once we get the fishing spot in the next town, weapon upgrades are going to get several times easier at a bare minimum. The nice thing with the superfish is they give like a bare minimum of I think 150 fish points per catch, which means everyone you catch is worth 1.5 of the extremely valuable weapon upgrade gemstones. Does she have... Alright, she does have double impact equipped. Oh, wow. not usually that she gets hit. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, this will fulfill the requirement for wind for this. Fire, it's still gonna need 10 more, and then it needs 20 more for both beast and reptile. You know what? I'm right here. I might as well. Because there's going to be treasure chests, and hopefully these treasure chests have gemstones in them. That's a plant buster. That's an amulet. Now we want a Dran's feather past him. Okay, not a huge fan of where he's standing. A power-up powder, not gonna say no to that. I don't actually know what an amethyst even upgrades. And an ice gem. And break line of sight on him. Now we head back to the regular section of the floor. Yeah, out of every dungeon in the game, honestly, that is a king mimic. You know what? Just to prove it. Howdy, buddy. Want to come out? Because the trick there is that treasure chests do not respawn. So if you either remember the locations of the treasure chests, or you open all of them before entering a back floor, you can always tell whether or not a chest is a mimic or an actual chest when you're going through a floor after going to the back floor of it. Where's our hook? Did we not pick up a hook yet? Okay, we do not have a hook yet. Alright then. Who's ready to die? Now what does this give? That's reptile and mage. 10 of each. It's a dragon and mage. How dare I? Don't want to get that wrong. Give me that repair powder. I got another cannon here. Alright. Alright, fine then. I'll pull out the big guy. Just one-shot everyone until one of you has the hook. Now, since we're on a quest that involves killing enemies, swap to him. God, I hate the way those things backpedal so much. Alright, no point killing the others right now. Now give me that hook. And we're on to the next floor. And this is the ruby floor, which is why I went in between streams, upgraded Ruby's weapon a couple times. Those are normal. Ah, fuck it. We're late enough in the game that chests are generally capable of dropping good things even if they're not large. Jesus Christ. You generally don't want to step on those blue circles. Because while technically they can do positive things for you, I've never actually seen them do it. Now we're at floor 12, so there are 5 more normal floors. Alright, pink one, which means I don't need to change my weapons element. Alright, what have we got? Oh, a Drain's Feather. Never gonna say no to one of those. You know, you'd think by now I'd be used to the fact that that thing can shoot twice. Oh, no ping. Alright, sweet, not a king mimic. It's better than the weapon I upgraded this weapon from. But I do think it's just one of the weapons that you upgrade into this weapon. Oh no. That fucking hurt. All because my dumbass got himself poked. Oh. now I've got something against that floor, so I'm gonna go be an asshole to it. So I had forgotten how damn fast that lady stabs with her spear when she actually attacks. Oh god. I hate how long this intro bit is. How much? That was, oh, only 3,200. Oh, because I ate a stupid death where I shouldn't have logically let myself die. But no, I forgot that the enemies are fucking annoying, and I'll just backpedal until they decide it's time to start swinging. I don't need to care about treasure chests. I just care about getting this floor done now. Do I have the hook yet or no? I think that's a no, but it's hard to tell. Organize. Alright, yep, that is in fact a no. Oh boy, now we get to play track down the mimic. Oh wait, no, there's one guy hiding over here. Oh, now we get to play it. And we get to play another rousing round of it. It's everyone's favorite game. And we get to go looking for a third mimic. Oh, right, I get it. Because it's floor 13, so there's a lot of mimics because it's an unlucky number. Okay, how many fucking mimics are there in this floor? So I think that was, what, number 6? Gonna admit, the fact that it was literally like mimic number 8 on the floor got my goat a little bit. Now we got floor 14. Okay. Great, and they do like half my max HP and damage. Thirsty quicker on this floor, which is a real issue given the weapon setup I'm using on the main character right now. Since I don't have his weapon to counteract this kind of effect yet, and thanks to the way I'm building his primary weapon there, okay, I see how it is. That gives no thunder. So I have to leave the dungeon. because Ruby doesn't have thunder on her weapon and it decided to spawn a thunder check to see if you have a weapon for Ruby that has thunder on it. That's annoying. Like, legitimately irritating. Jackwagon, what do you sell again? Got some fish boots, some ice blocks. Why are you the person to get stand-in powders from around here? That makes no sense whatsoever to me. Might as well sell those since they're impossible once you understand even just the basics of how the big chests in this game work. Yo, Jackwagon, what you got? Nothing for me. Got it. Alright, you're a laughing stock. What you got for me? Don't make me have to teleport all the way back to Norune just to clear a fucking puzzle. There, now that can never happen again. Oh, well, I'm out here to unwind and, you know, stop bitching quite so much. Is that really all I can do here? Yep, that's actually all I can do there without finishing this floor. Go to another area, shipwreck. Sit through that long-ass cutscene, I think. Since they have to make you... Oh, sweet. I don't have to sit through the long-ass cutscene this time. And since I have every element on Ruby, I don't have to fucking... worry quite so much about, let's say, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I haven't used you in a while. You should have a lot of water left in your water gauge. Bandit's ring, that's a pretty good ring. Not in terms of stats, but because it comes with the steel ability and... I like how they clearly planned that whole thing entirely around his starting area having been the forest. Oh right, his sword is enhanced with the thirst ability, which is usually not any kind of problem. But in floors where your thirst drops quicker, it becomes an issue. Since I'm pretty sure there is no amount of thirst meter that will allow you to basically muscle through 4 times the thirst depletion rate. Pop the hook. And we're on to the next floor. I'm starting to remember how to play this a bit. This is from the days back before your iframe dodges had to be in every game, so... most attacks, when you avoided them, you had to avoid them through positioning. Rather than through the reflexes to press the don't get hit by stuff button. I believe we've got 2 more standard floors before we get to the boss floor. Oh, nice, nice. How'd it go? I mean, you're Zach. Is there any other outcome to a squats competition beyond you winning? Oh, that's the best outcome? I stumbled into that by sheer happenstance. I was just like, I'll examine all the stuff in this area. Went to the place with the perfume stuff first. Did the minigame perfectly. Yeah, we hate those snake ladies, by the way. We despise them. So to explain my issue with those snake ladies, it's a multi-pronged problem. Yeah, that is both too high and too far that way. Fun fact, I had to leave this dungeon because I didn't have thunder on her weapon, and one of the earlier floors asked me to do a thunder puzzle. So I leave. Gear her up so that she can do a thunder puzzle, come back, and the thunder puzzle didn't spawn that time. Now the fishmen, I remembered you can just sidestep to the opposite side their spear is on, because despite this being their first game ever, the hitboxes are just barely precise enough for that to be how you counter them. Yeah, we hate the Medusa ladies because their regular attack comes out quickly and has a lot of range. And they can also guard basically instantly. Using a weapon reduces ABS, meaning my goal here is to kill as few enemies as possible. Just so that I lose as little ABS as I can. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of these, how to say, more modern action RPGs have more or less completely changed the average ARPG player's skill set to where it's basically all about reaction time nowadays. Even games where you don't think it primarily comes down to reaction time, I'd say it actually does. It's games like Dark Souls where people are like, no, Dark Souls, the combat's real slow. It's definitely not down to reaction. But still, you know, the main way to avoid damage from most enemies tends to just be to dodge roll through it. Whereas back when games were simpler, it was often just to not be where the damage is happening. Potato cake, that's... it's okay. Not particularly impressive, not particularly unimpressive. It's a fishing bait that is very popular at the fishing spot in the next town we come to. So it's pretty good. But it's also very popular in the next town that we come to for fishing baits, which is actually a downside as well. Because while yes, it is the bait that you can use to catch the largest fish in the game and score anywhere from 500 to 750 fishing points in a single catch, due to the fact that it is the favorite food of basically every fish in that pond, except for one. You're generally... Wow. Okay, now I can switch to Ruby to do this puzzle. It generally means another fish will snipe the bait. So you're never actually going to manage to catch the thing unless you bring enough to basically fish all the normal fish out of the lake and then catch the massive fish. But that is extremely time inefficient since the lake resets every time you start a new fishing session. So it's often better to carry a poison apple in, which is used for a poison apple, which is used for the second biggest fish in the game, and as the poisoned apple is only tasty to that one specific type of fish. Which means you enter the dungeon, which means you enter the fishing, mode. Turn on fishing, as it were. Throw the poisoned apple in. Oh, you're kidding me. And of course, I have to not have a status condition heal on me. Fortunately, thanks to Zhao's ability to steal items, we managed to get one, because she's got her bandit slingshot. Well, it was a bandit slingshot, and as I hope I've made abundantly clear in this playthrough, any weapon that your weapon used to be, it effectively still is unless you choose to cancel out any passives it gained. With like, oh god, I want to say 2 exceptions in the entire game. Because I know no matter how hard your other weapons try, they can never become Steve the Talking Slingshot. And Steve can only upgrade into Super Steve, and his talking is not actually a passive effect, and as such cannot be carried over to other weapons. Game. Let me open the fucking menu, Jesus. Because Ruby's gimmick, when compared to the other ranged characters, is the fact that her attack properties, barring the weapon HP consumption, actually more closely resemble those of melee characters, with things like enemies flinching when she hits them being major factors in her favor. Or the fact that she can charge up her attack if she chooses. However, as in a trade-off, she's generally got the slowest attacks of any of the ranged characters. Because the weapon I have you might think, oh well, it doesn't seem that fast, but it's actually got 99, which is the highest the speed stat of any weapon can go. course you have to crash the fucking party. Come on, asshole. Alright, she also does, massive damage on charged attacks. Which by now shouldn't surprise you, because basically any slow character in this game, or these games, will do a lot of damage on charged attacks. Oh, Goro, we haven't run around as you. Alright, you got poisoned a few floors back, and I've yet to bother to fix that, since I intend to leave the dungeon after this next floor. Hello. Yeah, you missed, like, every remaining normal floor in the dungeon. Alright, that is every enemy and every outlaw. I swear to God, the hook spot looks different this time. It looks bigger than... it is bigger than normal. Because it's not a hook spot. It's that music box. Which, on the bright side, that means we don't actually have to worry about fighting any of the enemies when we come back here. Yep, now you can go sea fishing here if you want to. But in this game, the actual worthwhile fish are found inside lakes and ponds and stuff. Well, I say lakes and ponds and stuff, but more specifically, I mean they're found in one of two locations in the game, and if that bothers you, then suck it up, I guess. That's just how it is. There's the waterfall in the forest village, which is an annoyingly large area, so not every fish will notice when you throw a bait in the water. As a result, it's not actually worth doing. And there's, I believe it's called Peanut Lake in the desert town. Yep, now Susie sells water. Now she gets a generic push cart because the game is actually unwilling to admit that there's a person who sells water. else I need to place down? Nope, just gotta visit the places that I have. Give me that torch. Gourd, premium chicken, an anti-freeze amulet. We're actually getting close to Zhao's hit point cap. So I believe she has the lowest health cap in the game at something like 140. Store had a second floor. Call the fortune teller lady, just hangs out in a tent here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. And that's 7 for her. Nice to see the rising sun, so she wants, once the snake is put on it, she wants the snake to face the direction the sun rises in. Which I believe default view north. think that should be the direction she's referring to. If not, it's the other way, because by default, the map is oriented with north being up. Yep, we fixed your mining place, or your divining place. Oh god, no, 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 oh god. No, god, no, no, oh no. This is basically a you need to complete everyone's places. Now I've got to do the other one. Hopefully Majin Buu is up to something stylish enough that makes up for that. Because I know there's one person in every town whose request is not fulfilled simply by actually doing the thing they asked. I'm never sure which person it is whose request doesn't count as fulfilled. pocket. Yes, alright, sweet. Give me that sweet inventory size. Alright, so he needs a holy symbol on his church. He wants it to face south and be close to the tower. Joker wants to not be in the same section of town as the sheriff. Might be easier to move the divining house. Move this tree. Move this here. Basker wants to be up high. Oh, this section of town's looking a little empty. Oh wow, it actually does change its name. That's honestly a mite surprising. I swear I just saw the sheriff hanging around. Oh jeez, I have to hug this as close as possible. Oh sweet, we got one of Ruby's favorite food. And it gave us the minimum possible reward for consuming it, of course. Hey, Lana. Oh, hi, it's you. How may I help you? Yep, she just opened her store. A gooey peach. Decent fishing bait, and it can technically be used to slow enemies. Okay, how does completing the fruit store not get you a Fruit of Eden? Well, if it's something concerning market records, then I bet I know who knows it. Now it's time to do Basker's event here. Yep, we got your store back up and running. Did I store that with couscous? Yes, of course I stored that in a storage place. Why wouldn't I store that in a storage place? What kind of absolute dunce would I have had to be to not store that in a storage place? I have to be some kind of absolute dunce to not store that in a storage space, which is why I clearly stored that in a storage space. Basker's store. That's an ointment leaf. And now he's gonna give me something that I trade to someone else for something that I finally turn in to get an extremely good item. That's medicine. Now I'm gonna immediately go, hey man, why don't you hold on to that? Why is it still saying I only serve 79% of requests? Okay, see, game, the water place had a gourd, which increases my maximum water meter by 1 for every character for the character I use it on. Alright, now let's see. Whose requests am I currently failing? What was this guy? Alright, I have to do his event. Oh, here you are, waiting for you. Did I see the cathedral works again? Blah 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 blah. Mm. 100 years ago, the town was a kingdom ruled by a queen called Lysia. Lysia was only 18 when she ascended the throne. People trusted her and revered her as great, just to say nothing of her beauty. Yeah, suddenly a hell of a lot darker, isn't it? Casual reminder, that there is the Queen, whose personal ship they're using to store their shit. I like how there's physically no way you could know there's a chest there without just walking up and pressing X. Because the fixed camera angle they give you in that spot is basically unusable. Alright, gotta ask if he's, satisfied with the placement or if he needs to be closer to the water or something. Alright, I still have quicken time of day turned on because I wanted to change it to so I wanted the time to change quicker for a bit. Alright, where is it? Which parfait? He's just mad about having to polish the car even though he ain't driving it. So helpful. You're not close enough? Okay. Is this what I gotta do? Do I have to literally set your ass on his front porch? I do. I literally had to set his ass on the man's front porch. Okay. Right. That's why I had time of day sped up. Because this clown isn't open at night. Casual reminder, this is not counted as near the watery. There we go. Perfection. And no, I'm not gonna try to make this town look nice, because the actual request for the villagers is fucking absurd. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We even made his town better. Alright, so if you're just tabbed out, I want you to get a look at this sword this man's about to give us. The macho sword. Now, funnily enough, this sword, if you actually follow its entire build-up line, does become the strongest sword you can get prior to beating the game. Becomes the Chronicle sword. Then we'll get a weapon later that becomes the Zeus sword. And that is... Let me see, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because the Chronicle Sword is not a rare sword to get. In fact, the only sword you can only build up into it a single way is the Fishing Sword. Does the Macho Sword become the Sword of Zeus? What? It's also capable of becoming that. Alright, I forgot he's the main character, so his weapon tree is confusing as hell to look at. Yeah, so they... But basically they give you a weapon for free. One weapon that turns into each of his basic ultimate weapons. Oh god, no. So, who's ready for more, of this, if I recall? This fucking fortune-telling shit. She literally fucking jumps on his head. Yeah, that's how she tells your future. Could Rando be 100 years old? Yes, it's certainly one way to put it. Woman literally jumps on his head. Now to take another sweep out here, because we did recently complete the town. Which means there might be more treasure chests that have popped up out here. Because while this game is undoubtedly fairly well made, it is not so ridiculously well made that treasure chests that pop up only equate to the exact things that you placed for them. If you think I'm being mean to Goro there, or Gyobu as I named him, I am. Yeah, it's kind of weird that that guy just completely vanished into the fucking ether, isn't it? I'm gonna need a lot of throbbing cherries. Don't... Well, you can ask why, I suppose. Howdy do, lady. What you got? So this boss, because they think they're clever, is a massive departure from their usual formula. It's typically you use another character to render the boss vulnerable, and then you use the main character to kill them very quickly. But against this boss, you actually have to use anyone except Ruby to make the boss vulnerable. Then you have to have Ruby damage its hit points. Oh wait, there's... Okay, yeah, there's something I want to pick up. Because I just remembered. I don't get to just one-shot them with Joker with Tone this time around. Which means I'm gonna want a lot of those. Oh, that is not a lot of repair powder. But with any luck, I shouldn't need much. I will say, as a kid, I spent a long time stuck on this boss. pop one of those to block her status effects. Switch to Ruby. Pop one of those again. Attribute fire. And done. Yes, that is a boss fight that I got stuck on as a kid. Yep, and here comes Rando. So do you want me to explain? Oh wait, he's about to explain what happened. So he always wanted... What? Always wanted. I wish that I was able to return to that day. Sorry, I think I'm a bit late. Immediately realized after she was gone, eternal life was meaningless to him. And to her. No, to him, because it's Rando. But yeah, basically, he found the stone that gives him eternal life. But it takes the thing you love most. Which, for him, it was her, so he was not allowed to see her. Yep, and there's our moon orb. I mean, he needed us to open the way here for him. And now it's time for him to go die. Quite literally. Oh, but I bet that Joker guy's gonna be pissed because, Rando there just broke the, orb that gives you eternal life. Which is what Joker was searching for this whole time. I mean, that's not a high bar to set, and it's also kind of a meme, but at the same time, it's not exactly untrue. Now, I wonder if we get to tell the priest that... Okay, so we do get to tell him. Now let's go shit all over Joker's hopes and dreams. Why did Rondo have to break it? He should have given it to me, right? Oh, that guy. Wait, I didn't sweep his house for chests. No, we don't feel pity for him. He's a jerk who deserves what he gets. Man dares to open a gemstone shop and not actually carry the kind of gemstones the developers know people want. Yeah, that's better. So to explain, this is supposed to be a gemstone shop. And gemstones are easily among the best items to affix to your gear in terms of stat boosts. But then instead of actually selling gemstones, he sells crystals, which are very different things. Because crystals in Dark Cloud are items that you throw at enemies to deal damage. Yeah, basically. And they even make his place have like special hoops you have to jump through to get into it, to make it seem like it's gonna be special. And it's just that he sets up that bit of lore about the life orb, and that is it. Kind of lame, if you ask me. But now we got this moon orb for these losers, so let's go meet with them. Howdy doozer, you giant loser. Now we can move the moon ship. So, how much you want to bet something's wrong with their moon ship? Toto Chopra Mandarina. Lucky Cookie Zucchini. Alright, so we got 2 cookies from Haru on ships going to work ships not going to work flawlessly after this. Well, it seems like their ship is in another castle. That's strange. It's not working. It feels like, do you have any clue? I went through a whole ghost ship to get that thing for you. Could it be something's gone wrong at the Sun and Moon Temple where the moon ship is stored? What could go wrong? I don't know. The Sun and Moon Temple is a sacred place where the ancient king of the moon, Balilumba Hamalumba, went to his eternal rest. If anything happens, it's our responsibility. Yes, indeed, but it's our duty here on this planet to maintain the Sun and Moon Temple. If anybody finds out that I neglected our duty, I'll be dismissed. We have to do something, or else we can't stay here. Deported, probably. I like it here. I don't want to leave this planet. Theo, do something, please. You say it like it's so easy. I haven't a clue what to do. Sigh. You guys just keep on talking, huh? We have to go to that Sun and Moon Temple. Abraham, let's go. Who's this again? Not a clue. Will you go to the Sun and Moon Temple? The moon ship is stored in the deepest part of the temple. It really is hard for me to ask you such a thing. But I have work to do, you see, as the mayor of the village. Theo will accompany you. Oh, come on, Nam, that's not fair. There's no work to do as mayor of the village. Now please take care of Theo. And no, Theo is not a party member. Enter the Sun and Moon Temple and its periphery on your world map. Now shall we go to the Sun and Moon Temple? Man just teleported us there. Here we are. This is the Sun and Moon Temple. Shall we go? You can enter from here. Let us go. Danger inside the temple. If you want to stay alive, turn back now. Oh you know something, eh? What's happened to this temple? The temple, it's full of monsters. The evil from the sky did it, there's no doubt. The village, too, he destroyed it. His evil is strong. No one can defeat it. It must be the Dark Genie, meaning that Muskalaka was destroyed too. Oh, Muskalaka is the village of the Sand Warriors, west of this temple. Are you from Muskalaka? Yes, Sure, we'll go with his default name. He is apparently not a very strong warrior, as he couldn't protect the village. And everyone else is dead. Wow, I know that name. That's the name of the strongest of the Sand Warriors. Cool. He's not cool at all. He's weak. Too weak. Come on, let's go together. With him with us, we'll have nothing to worry about. Yes. He is just full-on sad boy. Yeah, that there is our 5th party member. He fights with staves and spears. That said, as is tradition, having finished the previous dungeon, this is where I end the stream. Have a good night, everybody.